This week I realized something simple. The only reason why I made more progress this week is because I turned my phone off. I made more progress this week not because I suddenly had more time, but because I finally protected the time I have. I'm in week 4 now of the 30-day challenge that I set myself, that I started to become the musician I want to be. And to be honest, as you can see in my last videos as well, the journey has been a little, up and down and rather imperfect, because most of these days I'm trying to prioritize my time to learn and practice and create more. It can be really easy to get distracted and to not get to do all the things that I'm supposed to do every day. I realized the number one thing that held me back over the last couple of weeks to really create my dream and work on my vision were distractions. I have everything I need. The main thing is just to protect my time against all these distractions. And I'm here, sitting in the jungle. Like, I barely even have neighbors. There are no distractions here. So where do they come from? They come from the internet, of course. Emails, messages, other people, other things, projects, seemingly so many things that are much, much more urgent than whatever I want to do. So I decided to turn off the internet at night and keep it turned off until the morning and until the first half of the day, usually like 11, 12, something like that. So that way I was able to really finally prioritize myself and protect my time and space. And I was able to have the first couple hours every day to work on my most important vision and my dream. And that really, really helped me. For me as a creative, it's really super important to protect my field, my energy, my environment, because it's not like many other tasks where you can just go in and out and you do something here and something there. Especially when you're working on something creative, you really need to be in that mindset, in the right state for it, in the right flow for it. You need like 1, 2, 3 hours to really go in and fully focus on it and put all of your energy into that. So that's so important, and I realized that was the main thing that was holding me back. So I tried to fix it, and it was actually really successful. Every day in the morning I would wake up and I was in this really fresh state, nothing happened, so waking up, super clear, empty canvas, and the day is just there to create. It was perfect setup for me to get started with my day. And then the second thing I also did, or didn't do, was to go on my computer straight away, to stay away from technology a little longer. And I would usually sit on the couch with my notepad and sketch out the whole structure and flow for the ceremonial music live set I want to create. Like all the different phases, the different instruments. I went through old materials, I went through old songs that I wrote, through old musical ideas. I have so many audio recordings, snippets on my phone, so I went through all of them and puzzle pieced it together. Like what instruments I want to play, what energy should be, how should it feel for the audience, the different parts, how should they feel, and what instruments do I need, what other things do I need, and really made a table and wrote down everything. And I did that every morning for 3-4 days this week, for 1-2 hours on the couch, away from any technology. And that really, really helped me to make a big difference. And the funny thing is, I used to do that. I used to really be so good with turning my phone off, turning emails off, turning everything off, doing focus hours. And I still do it. I'm still really good, but I just didn't do it for the mornings. That was the key thing. I didn't do it for the morning. So the first thing, something would happen, some message of this, some message of this was going to happen, and this was going to happen, and someone needs something there. And it's very funny, but it's like that. If you don't know, you don't know. If I don't know, then there's nothing to do for me. So it's call it conscious avoidance, ignoring for your own health and safety, something like that. And it might sound scary at the beginning because you think, oh, something happens, something is important, something needs to be done that I might miss when I don't look at the phone in the morning. But to be honest, I was totally fine. My week was totally fine. Everything perfect. It was just me protecting my time, space and energy. And it actually really led to a big impact. And I will dedicate myself to continue like that. So the main insight as a summary, it's not about how much time we have, it's about how we protect the time that we have. So maybe if it resonates with you that you have the challenge sometimes that you don't make progress or you feel like that, ask yourself, well, how do you protect your time? And I honestly was not very good at it. I thought I was, but I wasn't. So that really helped. And otherwise I also was working more on my lifestyle to do more things that a musician does, which was actually pretty good this week. I went to a jam session, like an open mic, and I performed there for quite a long time. I went to a beach gathering and also performed there. And I just came back from meeting a good friend here to talk about collaboration and working on a song together. So finally, I'm doing all the things as well, and prioritizing them, prioritizing the time and how I use the time for these things. And luckily, all of them were also actually a lot of fun. So that was a big win for this week. Next week, I will be traveling, which means I will be out of my normal environment, and that's gonna be very interesting what happens there. I'm curious how it will go for me, if I will still be able to do music things, and I will definitely make another video about that. Thanks for watching and see you next time.